What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Phil channel. Back here bringing another video. Today's video is going to be another Raw review / recap, and today's date is 4/16/2018. Hopefully it's still today when you guys see it, but it'll probably end up being Tuesday. This episode of Raw, along with SmackDown Live tomorrow night, is the Superstar Shakeup Edition. Now, that just means that they're like trading around guys. It's not like a huge draft. Now, GM Kurt Angle opened up the show, promising huge surprises and changes tonight. He was then interrupted by someone talking, and they didn't have any entrance music, so I wasn't exactly sure who it was, and it ended up being one of the Singh brothers. And he announced that the United States Champion Jinder Mahal was now part of the Monday Night Raw roster, sorry. And Jinder Mahal came out and started yelling at Kurt Angle. He needs all these demands. And Kurt Angle was like, well, screw you, dude. This isn't SmackDown Live. If you want this, you have to earn it. And said any Raw superstar is welcome to come out and face Jinder Mahal. And the United States title will be on the line. And out comes Jeff Hardy. That's absolutely crazy to me. Jeff Hardy took a lot of really, real-looking hard hits in this match. I was worried about his health. But hey, he pulled through in the end, and he won. Jeff Hardy is the United States Champion. Now, I hope he goes to SmackDown Live with the belt. And, hopefully he goes on a good singles run. And it's not just to get the belt back over there. Hopefully he's actually going to do something important with it. But, I don't know. Then we moved on to, quote, an on and off best friend relationship between Sasha Banks and Bayley. They had a match. It was okay. I'm hoping this isn't the end of the feud because it wasn't a very good way for it to end. But both women looked strong in the match. It was a good, heel versus face moment with, Sasha being the big bad heel and Bayley fighting back from the bottom as the face. And, overall, it was a really good match and I enjoyed it. And luckily, neither woman looked weak because neither woman took the L because the Riot Squad showed up and beat them both up. Now, I was kind of hoping that when Paige retired, this trio of women thing kind of stopped. But oh well, I'm just gonna see what happens. Next up, we had the team of Rhino Wyatt and Heath Slater. They went out and they called out the Authors of Pain again. AOP came out without Paul Ellering. Now, again, I hope this turns out where Paul Ellering goes and gets, a new tag team of big bad guys, and they come out and they, beat up the AOP. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but that's what I would like. And AOP obviously squashed Beauty and the Man Beast. Miz TV was the next segment, and Miz claims to have had two new superstars for Raw, and they ended up being Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were the people who Miz had to come out. And then Kurt Angle comes out and he's like, yeah, no, you guys aren't Raw superstars. Then Sami Zayn pulls out this contract. He's like, that's not what this contract says. And it was from Stephanie McMahon, and she said that they were both superstars for Monday Night Raw. And then Kurt says, well, you know what, you guys think you got the best of me? You know what, Miz, see ya, enjoy SmackDown Live. And Miz is like, you know what, we don't even need Raw. And as soon as I hear him emphasizing we, I was like, oh no, they're going to split up the Miztourage. And they did. Miztourage is staying on Raw, but Miz is heading over to SmackDown. So, you know what, I'm kind of interested to see the whole Daniel Bryan thing work out. But with that said, we moved on to the next match, which was the Tag Team Eliminator Final. And the match was, it was okay. It was a very Raw-esque match. But it's kind of what I expect from Raw. And the Woken Warriors beat the Revival. We went backstage to have Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle in Kurt's office. And then Natalya interrupts them. And apparently now she's a newest member of the women's roster. And apparently her and Ronda Rousey are best friends, or they worked out together or something. They're friends in some way. And Kurt Angle likes her attitude because she showed up and asked for a match. Then we went back into the ring. We had women's competition, but it was not Natalya. It was Ember Moon versus Mickie James. Mickie James kind of jobbed to her. It was an okay match, but the main going storyline was that Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss were supposed to be at ringside commentary, but Alexa never showed up because she doesn't want Nia Jax to bully her. And so the match was pretty overshadowed by that. And then next, Dolph Ziggler came out and he starts talking, and before he even gets into anything important, he's interrupted by Titus Worldwide. Wow, that was pretty bad. They offer him a job. He's like, nah, homie, I'm good. Then he's like, I didn't come to Raw alone. And boom, Titus Worldwide gets jumped from behind by Drew McIntyre. I guess Dolph is kind of like the elder and Drew is like the learning upcomer. I'm excited to see how this goes forward. Roman Reigns enters the ring next to complain that Brock isn't here, and he is. Then the GOAT comes out, and just like last week, Joe just comes out and roasts the crap out of Roman Reigns with straight facts. And then he puts up some footage of Brock Lesnar beating the crap out of Roman, and he like keeps teasing going down to the ring. He's like, nah, I'm good. And we'll do this on my time, cliche. Now, from that like super hype thing, we moved on to Natalya versus Mandy Rose. Now, unfortunately, Absolution's still jobbing, but after Mandy Rose got beat by Natalya, Sonya Deville came in and beat her up. And then who comes out to save her? Ronda Rousey. I don't give a damn about my reputation. And then comes out and just kind of saves her. And then Sonya Deville and Ronda Rousey kind of have like this moment where they're squaring up as the MMA females. And then Sonya Deville just gets the crap beat out of her. And it sucks seeing Absolution as jobbers. I see a lot of potential in both those women, and hopefully they can split them up quick enough and they won't be jobbers anymore. But apparently I missed a segment in the back where the Fashion Police were like making fun of the Bar for their like outfits or whatever. I don't know, I missed it. But the Bar had a match against the Fashion Police, and the match itself was okay. The Bar pretty much dominated the whole match, and I honestly thought the Bar was just going to squash the Fashion Police, but it didn't turn out that way. The Fashion Police ended up rolling them up and won the match. I'm kind of excited to see how this will work out. Hopefully they don't just get thrown into the Greatest Royal Rumble match just to take the pin, so that way the Woken Warriors will look good and the Bar can still win the titles. I don't know how that's going to work, but I hope that they're not there just to take the pin. So, it's main event time. Oh, wait, no. So, next we have Elias in the back, and he's like, oh, yeah, these fans don't deserve my music. And then he's talking about, like, giving Renee Young her, like, private concert, and it never happens. Nothing really came of this backstage segment. Now it's main event time. We have Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and a mystery partner versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas. Going into this match, my thoughts were going to be Randy Orton, Big Cass, or Bobby Roode. And it did end up being Bobby Roode. So, you know what? I'm upset that he's on the face team because I was hoping he'd come to Raw as a heel. Because in NXT he was great as a heel, but on SmackDown he was kind of stale as a face. But you know what? It's okay. I'm excited to see what he can do. Now, the match itself was pretty generic. Everyone got in their stuff, and the good guys won. Miz took the final pin, and so overall, this Raw was pretty generic. The matches were okay, and I liked all the surprises. Honestly, it's a solid 7.5 out of 10. Well, guys, there you have it. That was my little review/recap of Monday Night Raw. Hope you all did enjoy it. I do thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.